learned much about mobility in teaching. I improved my teaching skills and I find few new tools which I can use in my teaching process.
By participating in the summer school INTERVET Western Balkans, I have learned a lot about mobility in general. I have also improved my technical skills because this was an online seminar, and I have realized the importance of cooperation between different countries in the process of mobility.
Before joining this summer school, I didn't know anything about mobility, which means that everything I learned it from here. From getting accredited as a school for Erasmus Plus to applying for projects, going there, going back and transferring the knowledge to your school. And although it is a complex topic that requires a lot more know-how, it still provided a very solid foundation for what I need to know.
Hi there. This 5-day summer school organized from INTERVET Western Balkans has really fulfilled my expectations, even though it has been the first time for me. There have been participants from many places in West Balkans and 4 participants from my country, Kosovo, whom I didn't know before, of course. This summer school has really been rich, sharing practices altogether, knowledge and networking, as it was held online, even though it would have been better if it was held in physical appearance, as it was meant to be held in Bologna, Italy, of course.
It was very interesting moment to better understand the procedures, the terms about mobility project.
There was 2 workshops which I find most useful for me. One is workshop Abigail, where I find there is different opinion about same the story. And second one is the workshop where we fill the timeline with the tasks about mobility.
Lectures from the mobility experts were very useful, but I also liked the presentation about designing and implementing a mobility project which compares it with the symphony in all its complexity and beauty too.
My personal favorite were the workshops, simply because you could apply all the knowledge from the lectures and the presentations in a real context, in collaboration with the other participants and in interactive timelines and real-life situations, which prepares you the most when it comes to the real thing.
This summer school has been useful in many situations. Then there have been actually 3 presentations from 3 excellency centers, one from Malta, the other from Da Vinci College in Netherlands, and one from SEPR in France, which have been really useful and good practice, sharing their practice with us, and good idea to listen to them and to learn new things about mobility projects. Then the working group workshops have been really great. We were allowed to share our informations and practices and to listen to new things about mobility project, to challenge ourselves and think about situations of what we would do if we were part of a mobility project with our students.
The best moment, in my opinion, is the speech of the boss of MCAST school in Malta and the Da Vinci College in Holland. Very, very good school. I was very fascinated to hear their illustration about the activities and the organization of that school.
The interaction with the foreign colleagues was excellent. Every day we make different teams, but every time teamwork was great.
Although we didn't communicate in person, the interaction with the foreign colleagues was great. I felt a lot of positive energy, encouragement, and mutual support, and it made me realize that we have similar problems and challenges when it comes to mobility.
Being part of an online school meant that we didn't get to meet the participants as well as we would face to face, which doesn't mean that we didn't meet them at all. In fact, we had some really interesting moments together, sharing each other's cultures and intercultural experiences, and talking about some philosophical and societal aspects, especially during workshops, which was really interesting, and we did make connections after all.
The interaction between participants has been really correct. All participants, all the teachers from different places used to be present in each session. Having the same profession with them, being a teacher among a group of teachers from different places in West Balkans made the atmosphere and the situation feel very relaxing and understanding and comfortable situation, even though online.
The interaction with the colleagues is not so good because the way the conference call is not the best way to interact with other people, and this is, I think, this is not so good for this kind of meeting. When was the workshop with a few people, 4 or 5 people, it could be useful to use the video call conference to discuss about some issues. But when we are in plenary with about 30 people, it wasn't good way to discuss about the problem. My compliments to the UNICEF for this organization, for the organization of the summer school. Very, very good organization, even if the problems of this kind of meeting it's not so easy to solve. Thank you very much.
The project Intervent is great. It's because of moderators. They was very kind and very helpful during the whole project.
The project Intervet Western Balkans is very useful because it introduces the culture of learning mobility in the Western Balkans, and its purpose is to improve the employability of the students, which is also the main goal of every educational system.
I believe that the Intervet WB project is a very worthwhile investment, because you allow vocational students to go and experience their vocation abroad with different methodologies, different technologies, and which is more to bring that knowledge back to their peers, to their school, and of course their country, which is amazing.
This project that was organized from Intervet Western Balkans aims at creating opportunities for learning mobilities in the training centers of Western Balkans and improving the culture of learning mobilities in the field of bed systems.
The Internet Western Balkans was a very, very, very good project. I hope to take part in the future in this project. I am convinced about the opportunity for every school, Italian school especially, to share with the European teacher and the European school the experiences, all the activities made in the school, especially in the technical school.
I'll say of the future participants in the summer school to be active in the workshops, don't be ashamed to say your opinion, and share your knowledge.
This experience gives you an insight into the complexity of the mobility process, but it also gives you the tools for making it work. You can learn many useful things and have fun during the process too. It also gives you an opportunity to meet a lot of nice people from other countries.
To all future participants, I would recommend that you take everything in, take notes, ask as many questions as you wish, and bring that knowledge back to your school. Don't hesitate to ask for help in any case, and just apply everything.
It has been the first time for me being a part of a summer school like this, but I recommend to other future participants to apply in these kinds of summer schools, because you can meet people, you can meet new people, exchange ideas, get more information about mobility projects, and this is something that is given the opportunity to be done from INTERVET Western Balkans, so you go for it.